Good morning. It is TCS Tuesday, and this week we are all about how do you elevate your message with empowerment. If you've been struggling with how to attract your ideal customer, I want to give you two tips to look at. The first thing is I want you to actually scroll through the last several posts that you've had. Maybe it's on Facebook, maybe it's on Instagram, maybe it is in your Facebook group, or even on your website or your blog, right? What did you write or post about? Right now it's Black Friday, right? And everyone's all about promotions that are happening. But aside from that, are you only talking about your latest promotion? Have you only been talking about your price point inside of your program? Some things to think about, right? So let me just do a quick tech check here. I want to make sure that I am up and running. If you are watching, say hi. I know sometimes Facebook is not as cooperative as I would like it to be. And it looks like I am up and running. Awesome. Okay, great. So I want you just to take a moment, right? Sometimes when we're so busy working in our business and we're just looking to take and post our messaging, our marketing, whatever that is for you, is to take a moment to take a step back and ask yourself, the last 7 days, the last 14 days, what have I been posting and writing about? How have I been messaging my brand to attract my ideal customers? This is key in elevating your business, okay? Oftentimes, if you're hearing a lot about, hey, you're too expensive. If you're hearing a lot about, hey, when are you going to have a sale, right? Or if you're just hearing a lot about really, right? Like everything that has to do with your price point in your messaging, in your marketing, what you have been unintentionally, subconsciously doing is actually messaging and competing on pricing. And we know that premium customers, right? Premium customers that are ready to invest in more want what? They want the fastest results. They want you to speak to them through the lens of empowerment, right? Not that they're bargain shoppers looking to simply survive. That is the biggest difference in your messaging, right? Good morning. It looks like my team's on and it looks like you guys can see me. So if you're tuning in, drop some presents. Let us know that you are here. I'm feeling a little festive here, folks, as you can see in my festive sweater. Oh, I know that Thanksgiving here in the US is right around the corner. Super excited to start. Oh my gosh, I still got to go do some Thanksgiving shopping. Oh, what are you having for Thanksgiving this week? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I was at my kickboxing class, and the question that the instructor asked was, something along the lines of like, what's your favorite cranberry dish or something? And I'm like, I'm just not a big cranberry dish person. We have a good mix of American turkey dishes and side dishes, and then a couple, egg rolls and stuffed chicken wings and things like that. So we have a good mix of food that's coming in, right? So let me know as you're tuning in, what are you having for Thanksgiving? It's right around the corner. And this is so key because as you're thinking about Thanksgiving and you're thinking about your messaging, and look, my hair just popped out. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that right now because I just pinned it up. Hey, it happens on lives, right? Are you speaking to your MVP through the lens of empowerment, right? If you're often hearing objections like, hey, you're too expensive. Hey, when are you going to have your next sale? Or your sales only happen when you have things that go on sale, that tells me that you need to elevate your messaging. You need to speak to your ideal premium customer through the lens of empowerment. And what can you assume about empowerment? You can assume with empowerment that your ideal premium customer is ready to buy. They are ready to invest. They are not the bargain shoppers that are coming in looking for a good bargain, simply looking to survive. they are looking to thrive. Okay. They are ready to invest. They are ready to commit. They're eager to implement, right? When you write and speak to your premium customers through that lens of empowerment, you are educating them on the problem that they already have. You're not trying to make them understand why your product or service matters, right? They already are fully aware that there's a problem. At this point, what they're looking for is the right solution in your messaging, your marketing. And that's what you've got to speak to. Oftentimes, people are competing on price. Oftentimes, people are only posting things that are around inspiration, right? And not necessarily about their products or their solutions. Okay. When you are speaking to your premium customer through the lens that they are ready to invest, they are ready to commit, and they are ready to thrive, you are speaking to them not as a victim, but as an empowered person who is humble enough to know that they can't go at it alone. Okay. So when you're scrolling through your post and you're looking at, the last 7 days of content that you have put out there, how have you spoken to your premium customer? Have you simply competed on price? Have you simply just informed them of the promotions that you are currently doing? I get it. I get that right now it's the holidays, right? And we got Black Fridays and Cyber Mondays all around the corner. But you got to make sure that you're sprinkling in those stories. Why is this so important? I want to share with you, I had a client recently who does dip nail products, and she often just posts pictures about the different types of designs and nails that her clients get with her products, right? And I challenged her to say, is there any way that you could speak, right? Not just to the transaction of those nails, but really the empowered woman who is coming in and doing those nails with you, right? Could you add that story that talks about what that experience is like to get her nails done with you using your products? I kid you not, she added a story about a client that came in to get her nails done. And she simply added a call to action that said, if you are looking for glassy shine confidence and you're looking to learn more about my fast track program, send me a DM. And she got the DMs. She got the DMs. And all you got to simply do, right, in your messaging to elevate it is not only to tell stories, but to speak to your premium customer as the empowered person, as the empowered version who is eager, ready to commit, ready to invest at that level. She or he is looking to thrive. They are not bargain shoppers. Many times we worry that customers won't buy our products and services because our price points are too high. But the reality is, it has nothing to do with your customer and everything to do with you. If you are approaching your products and services in your messaging from a scarcity mindset, which is no one's going to buy, the message that you put out into the world to attract your ideal customers are those of the same scarcity mindset, the bargain shoppers who are looking to simply survive, the ones that are coming and looking for the greatest deal. Okay? Because you are speaking to those people, those are the individuals that you are going to attract. When you start to shift this and you start to believe that your premium customers want the fastest results to thrive, you are speaking to them from an empowered place. They're ready and eager to commit. They're ready and eager to invest, and they have the means. It's not about whether or not your ideal customers can afford you. No one has a budget lying around simply saying, this money is going to be spent on coaching. This money is going to be spent on whatever it is. No one does that. Your messaging has to convince your ideal customer that you are worth him or her moving money around. Okay? This is really the secret to charging more, right? Money often reveals what are people's priorities in their life, okay? And when you are competing for those hard-earned dollars, your messaging, if you're looking to charge more, right? Hey, if you want to compete on pricing, low pricing, go for it. But the fastest path to hitting your sales goal is either selling more units at a lower price point or selling yet less units at a higher price point. It is really simply a math game. And what I've been coaching clients is that when you are charging more, you're actually attracting high quality customers. And in your messaging, you've got to speak to them from an empowered place. They are empowered. They are fully aware that they have a problem, and they are humble enough, folks, to seek help. They just need education on how your services, your products, your solution can help them. So if I scroll through the last 7 days of your content, will I find those messages? Will you be speaking to me from an empowered place? That is the true test. Oftentimes, if you're hearing, hey, you're too expensive at the point of sales, if I were to go backwards and look at your marketing has to do 80% of the work. If you are creating a premium brand to charge more, your marketing should demonstrate in your messaging, right, that you are a premium brand. It should be no surprise to your customer by the time that they get to the sales checkout process with you that you're too expensive. This should not be a surprise to them. If you are hearing this sales objection when you are having a sales conversation with them at the point of checkout, that means that you need to elevate your marketing. That means that you need to take a look back at your messaging in your marketing and figure out where is that gap. Okay, that is the number one thing that I look for when I'm working with clients and say, how is your content, right? If you want to charge more, we got to elevate your marketing in order to overcome the sales objections at the point of the sales conversation, right? If you would love some help with starting to think about 2022 with how to elevate your business, including your messaging, so that you can really focus and run your business from an empowered CEO mindset, I want to invite you to join me at my upcoming strategic sales goal retreat. It is happening on December 9th and 10th. My team is going to drop the link in here, and I've only got 10 spots left that I am giving out this amazing book. One of the things that I'm doing differently in the hybrid CEO community is I'm going to be starting a high performers book club. Fuel your growth mindset in just 10 minutes a day. And I'm going to be kicking that off in 2022. And for the first 20 people that signed up for this retreat that's happening on December 9th and December 10th, my gift to you is the first book that we're going to be tackling for 2021. I want to share this with you because you know what I love about it? I love the fact that in 10 minutes a day, you can feel amazing, folks, just amazing, right? Getting your knowledge and your book done, right? And this is what it is. It is your Pocket Life Coach by Carol Gaskell, 10 minutes a day to transform your life. I love this book for so many reasons, but the first one is that in just 10 weeks for 10 minutes a day, right? Each chapter is like less than 10 minutes. You are reading, which is great for your mind to get some of that creativity juice going, to get inspiration. And you are doing, which is another favorite of mine, right? And what I love about it is that because you are doing as much as you are reading, you're staying inspired. You're staying laser focused on your 2022 goals. Even though here I'm all about being the hybrid CEO and coming to the table with your business to grow your sales, your happy sales online with your empowered CEO mindset. You've also got to take a step back to self-coach yourself sometimes. It's not always just about working with the coach, but in just 10 minutes a day, you can literally get grounded on your impact, your priorities, and how to achieve your sales goals in 2022. And I've only got 10 spots left for those that join me, I am gifting this to you. So in 2022, when we kick off our High Performers Book Club, right, you're going to have your copy ready to go. And on top of that, those that join, I am gifting to you my membership for the book club that we are kicking off in 2022. Okay. Otherwise, to join, you will have to make that investment, because I want folks committed to our book club who love, or just, I shouldn't say who love to read, because a lot of times people love reading, they just don't really have the time. But I think this is going to be a fun book club, because it's really going to challenge you and I to read for no more than just 10 minutes a day. I think you got 10 minutes a day, don't you? To really stay anchored, to really stay centered and grounded. And, one of the reasons I love even just reading for 10 minutes a day is that it really does allow me to really stay inspired, focused, and creative. This is really the moments where I'm reading a book and all of a sudden I'll have an idea that will pop in for a post or for a content or something else that I'm reading, right? Or working on for that month. So I want to invite you to join me for the 2022 Strategic Sales Goals Retreat. It's happening in 15 days. 15 days. And you also get an opportunity here to not only get, right, the book on me as well as the membership to join us, but you also get a growth mindset cheat sheet. As part of the membership for the book club, we are going to be focused on really not only reading, right, whatever book flavor of the month or the quarter, but we're also going to be focused on how do you stay intentional about that growth mindset. This is going to be a game changer for you. Oftentimes we're like, well, duh, I know that I just need to be growth minded focused. But knowing, setting the intention to practice it are two totally different things. Okay. So I want to invite you to join me, and you also get a chance to also get an assessment for strengths in selling. If you are like, hey, selling isn't my thing, but in 2022, I want to be able to feel like I've conquered my sales game. I want to feel confident in the way that I sell. Oftentimes when we're selling to premium clients, we've got to be able to sell in a classy human touch way. We know, you and I know, that sales is about trust. But when you are priced at a higher price point, trust is even more important. Okay. And so as part of this, you and I can sit down for 90 minutes. You get your strengths and selling assessment. You get your 90-day action plan with me, and during that call, and that's a really great way for you to step into the sales retreat workshop with me, literally to line you up for 2022 for your most epic year ever. How amazing is that? So I want to invite you to join me on December 9th, December 10th. I've only got 10 spots left for those that join, right? You're going to be getting the 10 minutes of coaching, life coaching strategy pocketbook on me, as well as my annual membership for the High Performance Book Club that I am launching in 2022. All right. That is going to be on me. And we're going to be focused on the growth mindset. We're going to be focused on making sure that you are set up intentionally every day to wake up and be excited about the possibilities in your business. You've got to make decisions from the perspective of the empowered CEO. You cannot make decisions in your business to grow it as a super employee. A super employee believes that she can do everything by herself. The super employee mindset believes that in order to grow her business, she needs to save money by doing it all by herself. You just simply cannot grow your business doing it by yourself. Success requires a village. Success is not a solo game. All right. So when you are making decisions from an empowered CEO, what does that even look like? It means that everything that's on your to-do list, right? Everything that is on your to-do list, you are able to prioritize it efficiently and effectively to work on what I call the big domino task in your business in order to move the needle forward. Everything that you're doing inside of your business is based on two things: sales and marketing, right? I often say that if you're working on branding with the logos and the colors and the website, you are not generating sales. When you are delivering services to your products and clients, yes, you're delivering services, but you're not generating sales. You've already gotten the sale, right? And so oftentimes from an empowered CEO perspective, you've got to manage capacity to deliver the services with how much you do in terms of your marketing and your sales. And this is really key if you want to grow your business fairly quickly. Remember, your premium customer is willing to pay more with you for the fastest results and transformations in the product and the services that you sell, right? They're ready to invest. They're ready to commit. They are humble enough to know they cannot go at it alone. But your messaging, right? In order for you to put the right messaging out in your marketing, first has to start with you, your mindset, not the scarcity mindset, not the super employee mindset. You see, super employees are overworked and underpaid. Empowered CEO is working smarter. Working hard is a given as an entrepreneur. It's a non-negotiable. But working smarter, you're knocking out the big domino task on your to-do list that once you knock those out, mostly everything else falls into place. And oftentimes those are the tasks that are really hard to see and prioritize when you're doing it by yourself. That's the difference between a super employee mindset and the empowered CEO mindset. And so when you step into the 2022 strategic sales goal workshop with me, and you step into that, one of the things that we're going to cover is we're going to take a look at your 2021 performance and look at, what really pissed you off in 2021? You see, oftentimes we're so focused on, if you will, kind of like looking past our goals, right? We've been conditioned to really think of, wanting to feel good all the time. So when we miss our goals, when we miss our sales goals, right, we eventually talk ourselves. And I'm a big believer in giving ourselves grace. Once, twice, okay. But at some point, you've got to be really pissed off. You've got to be so pissed off at yourself for missing those sales goals. It's only at this point, right? And this is what we're going to cover going into the workshop and the retreat, is that it's only at this point where you can begin to truly realize how you've been managing your time. You've been doing a whole lot of stuff, but why is it not generating to sales? You've got to get so pissed off about that you're willing to let things go. You're willing to let imperfection show up. You're willing to say no to other people's agenda. You're willing to stop building so many bridges, so many products in your business, and just focus on one profitable bridge built from start to finish first. Okay? That's an example of something that we're going to be tackling at the sales retreat. You don't get this anywhere else, right? And part of the training or the workshop that we're going to be looking at is going to be looking at your 2022. How do you begin to look at your priorities and everything that you have going on with your goals, right? And you're going to have me there to say, hey, this is how I think you should focus. Hey, based on what you're doing, what can you do to elevate your message? Build an elevated premium brand. You're going to get me for 2 days, 2 hours each day as part of that. So you might have a long to-do list. You might think, I have a whole bunch of goals, but who do you have in your corner that is taking a look at your to-do list and all your goals and saying, where are you prioritizing the big dominoes? And how are those big dominoes, elevating your brand if your goal is to hit your sales goals faster, raising your prices? Who do you have in your corner that is going to be that sounding board for you? Cool, right? So I invite you to join me at the Strategic Sales Goal Retreat. so that you have that sounding board with us, right? So only 10 spots left. Join me on the 9th and the 10th. It's going to be so much fun. You know that I'm all about teaching, but I'm all about doing, because when do results happen, my friend? Results happen when you are doing. So with that, I'm out. Take a moment as we wrap up, right? Again, we're talking about elevating your message. What do you need to do? Take a look at your messages in the last 7 days and ask yourself, have I been speaking to my premium customer through the lens of empowerment? Or have I been completely, solely focused on price, 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 price? Because if you have only been communicating in your messaging and marketing about your price point, you are attracting bargain shoppers who are looking simply to survive with the cheapest thing in the market. And I don't want that for you. You've worked way too darn hard in your business to be selling at a low price point right now if you are not hitting your consistent sales goals every month. It is just, I don't want that for you. You deserve better than that. All right. So same place, same time. I will see you next week. Take care now.